My name is Patricia Odonovan. I live in Jerusalem, in Israel. I'm a performer, an artist. I direct, I design, I perform my own plays. Generally, they are puppet plays. And in the course of my work, I traveled a lot abroad, and it was a few years ago in Portugal, I remember, that I first started hearing a very disturbing noise in my ear, all of a sudden, out of the blue. It started. When I came back to Jerusalem, I went to the family doctor and to the clinics where I have health insurance. And the 2 or 3 people that checked me said, there's nothing to do, this is tinnitus, and it's not dangerous, I can live with this, and I have to just get used to it. And that if I want to sleep well at night, I should buy myself Discman and listen to music. What was at the beginning a noise in the ear became increasingly more spread out. It was like a whole head noise, I called it. It was not a tonal, like a tone or something in one ear, but it was like a whole soundscape all around the brain. And was tremendously getting louder and louder. If I had to describe it, it was like being in a field, a summer afternoon in a field full of crickets. And you can add on that the noise of a computer and a refrigerator all together. And I knew that this was it was terribly disturbing. I was only busy with this problem from the moment I woke up till the evening, thinking about it. It disturbed my work. It disturbed. It was first of all very frightful. I didn't even know that such a thing exists, and to hear a weird noise inside the brain is terribly frightening. And when I heard that there is no cure, it was also tremendously depressing. I'm a very happy person, and if I contemplated suicide, it was just because I could not bear the idea of ruining my life this way, because it was really ruining my life. It came together with other symptoms like horrible headaches and weird sensations that ran down my cheeks, and heat coming out of my ears, and pain sometimes in my ears. Sometimes I had a period, I remember, of hyperacusis, which is a kind of magnification of noises. When I was washing things in the sink, it was like 10 times louder, and it was very irritating. Anyway, I of course couldn't settle with an answer that there is no cure, so I looked in the internet and I found that there is somebody proposing a cure. And to my amazement, this person was in Israel, and even more amazing, he was in my own city. So this is how I contacted Dr. Shemesh, and eventually I became his patient. So I'm in treatment with him for the last 3.5 or 4 years, I think 4 years. We're taking it very gradually. It started first with a diet and then adding medication, and it has always given a good result. I started feeling a difference after 8 months of treatment, and now I feel a tremendous difference. I still have a noise, which I hear all the time, if I am in a quiet environment. That means if I am alone at home and it's quiet, or when I put my bed on the pillow, the moment I am outside in the street, that I just completely forget about it. Most of the time I completely forget about it. And it is anyway at a level where it doesn't disturb my life anymore in any sense. I tell Dr. Shemesh that even if it remained as it is now, I could live perfectly well with it. So I hope that people who are desperate and who felt desperate like I did, and like many people I'm sure, they should know that there is hope, that one needs patience, and I'm sure that there will be an improvement